What is going on, guys? Smooth Racing here, back with another video, and today it's the AfRoLeague round 12 from Monza, Italy. So we're starting then off in 5th after finally getting qualifying done. It took about half an hour for us to do qualifying because we had to restart it as people were losing connection. Starting in 5th then, we've got Nathan Navy ahead of us, Peter Elliott and Alex Ziafro behind us. So we get a very poor start then, and already Alex is coming to us. He's got ahead of us now, but then he glitches to the side of us, and now then he glitches in front of us, and there's so many glitching here as everyone just goes. And then D-Mad then is pushing us off the road. Oh, and we so nearly then went into the gravel. We only kissed it, we didn't fully go into it. When Pied Piper span out and loads of people just behind me were disappearing. Now going around the outside then off Peter Elliott in his Caterham, and then he just disappears. This is probably one of the most glitchiest races I've ever seen, probably the most lag I've ever seen in a Formula 1 race. And then we can see then Team Atable has span out, and then disappears, and then reappears in first place. I'm not sure what's going on there. You can leave your opinions in the comments of what this problem is. Not quite sure what it is, so I'm just tapping there, Alex Ziafro. A bit there just by mistake. I think he was being very cautious, but I suppose I could have been a bit more cautious, so that could have been avoided, but he didn't lose any front wing or anything, so that should be alright. That's probably a bit our fault, definitely not his fault, but no one lost any front wings or rear wings, so it was all good in the end. So we can see then Alex has just disappeared out of nowhere. We get past Peter Elliott and we're up into 4th, so somehow we overtook Alex without actually physically overtaking him on the track. He just disappeared and reappeared 4 seconds behind us, and he sort of does quite a big charging move. He kind of gets up into 5th place, and at the moment then Neil CDB has pitted, so he should be closing in onto the back of us then, and Pied Piper and Peter Elliott are both disconnected. So Neil CDB was on faster tyres. I sort of let him through a bit, but I knew, I just couldn't be able to fight him, probably couldn't live with his pace. So he moves up then into 3rd, and we stay in 4th position with Flubber XD behind us. So I couldn't really come back at Neil's then. Maybe trying to get in his slipstream a bit here, but nothing really came of it, as Team Atable sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:26, as our best lap is only a 1:27.9. Should be coming into the pits then, probably around 5 or 6. The rain didn't seem to be getting lighter, or it didn't seem to be getting any heavier, so there was no need to switch tyres. We just kept on the inters, and we just pitted for some fresh inters, no need to pit for any wets. And we can see then the left back at home then is in the gravel in his Williams, one of the back markers. Didn't really get anywhere in the races, and certainly not in qualifying, but he's a valid member of the league and he has a right to race, so if he wants to race, that's perfectly fine. We can't not allow him to race. So we can see then he's I don't know if he rage quitted. I would like to hear his story, but he did retire from the race, and I think later he does lose connection. So it's on to lap 6 then, and we are coming into the pits. We've got Alex Ziafro behind us. Neil CDB is making his 2nd pit stop, and he's made 1 more pit stop than us, and he is still a pit stop ahead of us. That's pretty impressive from Neil's. He's a very fast driver, a lot faster than us, and we are going to get a very good pit stop. I don't know if Alex had a bit of front wing damage, because I would think he was slightly slower. Going out on the pits then, and we are in 4th position on lap 7. Got Alex behind us, Neil CDB in 3rd, AB Paradise in 2nd, and Team Atable is leading the race despite his glitchy spin out, and then he sort of reappeared in 1st. I'm not sure what was going on, guys, so you can let me know in the comments your thoughts on that incident. So nothing really happened then, and we're on to lap 13. Team Atable has won the race. We lost connection to Neil's, but he did actually finish, so he did not lose connection during the race. I think he was just sort of done, getting a bit, he didn't want to disconnect sort of during the race, so he didn't look at it anymore. So we're coming across the line then in 4th position. Team Atable wins the race from AB Paradise, Neil CDB, me, Alex Ziafro, Nathan V, Initialization, D-Man 96 Red Bull, Flubber XD, and left back at home rounds out the points. So I've been smooth racing then, and I'll see you next time.